Healthy Scratch Red Wings Report, presented by 5v5hockey.com.
Welcome everybody to the Healthy Scratch Red Wings Report. Absolutely new Red Wings content under the Healthy Scratch umbrella. Everything you need to know is this is a Red Wings only channel. Yeah, there will be some times where there might be some other teams popping up that we'll talk about if it affects the Red Wings. The Healthy Scratch Buschy and Bobo show remains absolutely the same. Okay, so we have two forms of content under the same umbrella. I was talking with Bobo the one day saying, listen, I am boring you every time during our content and during our podcast. When I bring up the Red Wings, you can just sit there and he has no idea what's going on because he's not a nerd that knows all the prospects and all the players and all the contracts. So I said, why don't I just do my own content so I don't have to bore you with this stuff? A few years ago, I put out some videos on the Red Wings, and they were very well received by the community, and we gained a lot of subscribers from those videos where I was talking about should we trade Dylan Larkin and the Yzer plan and Pius Suter signing and the Nedeljkovic trade. All of those videos did really, really well. And we didn't set out to do that. I didn't set out to do that at all. We're just doing this for fun. And this is another thing where I'm just doing this for fun. I think doing those videos were a little bit of a passion project of mine. So I put out a few of them. They did really well. And then I stopped doing them because honestly, it took a lot of effort to put those videos together, whether it was from the research, the shooting of it, editing, uploading, doing all of that social media type stuff. It really, really overwhelmed me. So when we went back to doing just the Buschy and Bobo show, probably a lot of our subscribers that we gained from those videos went, what the hell is this? You know, these guys are talking about everything but the Red Wings for only maybe a few minutes here and there, unless I started rambling. So what can you expect from the Red Wings report? For one thing, there will be podcast type content, long form content where we're talking for a while about the Red Wings, things that are going on. If it's during the season, in the off season, doesn't matter. There's going to be long form content. But you can also look forward to some of those YouTube videos that I did in the past. Shorter videos, player profiles, prospect profiles, breaking down trades, looking at contracts. What should the Red Wings do in the season? How do you think they would do? Trade proposals, anything that we can think of, we'll talk about it. It will be on YouTube. There will be some short form content. You can find us on TikTok as well. There will be YouTube shorts. We're going to try and be a little more involved on the social media side of things. And that's something that's actually really exciting to try to put all of this together. And if you check out the Buschy and Bobo show right now on the same channel you're watching this, you can see some of the content that we've been doing where we have our long podcast, hour and a half. And then we kind of cut it up into videos, right? 5-6 minutes, go in there, watch it, you're good to go. There might be some random reaction type content if I'm watching a game or if, say, the draft were live. There might be some of that. I'm not going to really lean too heavily into that unless I find it a lot of fun or people really enjoy it. That's something that going forward I'll probably have to think about. The one thing that I will not be doing is breaking news. There's a lot of different places that you can find breaking news. It's all over Twitter. There's already YouTube channels that you can find. That's not something that I really want to do and put the pressure on myself to always be doing this. I have a full-time job, so this is a hobby. What I will do is definitely react to it. It might not be right away, but there will be a reaction to big news, different trades, signings, the draft, and etc. One thing I want to make clear is I'm definitely not trying to compete with the big boys. Now, there's a lot of them. Winging It in Motown, the Winged Wheel podcast, Grindline podcast, Locked On Red Wings, and there's probably a lot more. And all those guys do fantastic work. And honestly, doing this is kind of a homage to those guys. I mean, they probably started just like this too, in a garage, build a set, have some fun with it and see where it goes. If the channel grows, that's great. If not, that's okay. I'm having fun doing it. And it's something where, obviously, I love doing the Buschy and Bobo show with Brian. It's a lot of fun. But this is something where I can get all the Red Wings stuff out of my system so that we can focus on everything else during the Buschy and Bobo show. So, if you're an NHL fan, if you're a hockey fan, and you like the Red Wings, this is the channel for you. If you want every other team, watch the Buschy and Bobo show. So where can you find the Healthy Scratch Red Wings report? You can find it on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on TikTok. And for podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find podcasts. And in terms of when there's going to be content coming out, Whenever I feel like it, honestly. I mean, I have a full-time job. I've got a wife. I've got a kid. We got a dog. We got a lot of stuff going on. So anytime that I can kind of hop into the studio, which is what we'll call it for now, I will. In the off season, I think it's kind of a good time for me to try it out, and because there's not really a lot of things going on with the Red Wings right now, a lot of like speculative stuff. Like I said, doing some player profiles, breaking down, the 2022-23 season, seeing how these different players did, their statistics, the advanced stats, which I'm a nerd for, their contract situation, where they fit going forward. That'll be a lot of fun to do during the offseason. Obviously, we'll break down the draft, we'll break down free agency, and even try to guess at kind of what's happening with those as well. And then going into the season, who knows? There's times where I don't get home until it's midway through the first period. There's times where I sit down and watch the game. There's times where the Red Wings suck and I turn the channel. So again, it's nothing where I'm going to be reacting to every single thing. I will do some recaps. I'll definitely have my thoughts. There will be some rants. There's going to be some funny stuff. But that's everything that you can look forward to on the Red Wings Report from the Healthy Scratch.